What's up, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in to 305 Radio, a part of 305 Magazine, right here on your number one underground station, MiamiUndergroundRadio.com. I'm your girl, Dre Mob, and you can catch me on the gram at 305 Brownie or at Dre Mob Productions. Shout out to at LMG_Willie, and that's Willie with a Y.
Shout out to Willie. Wherever you're at, you already know he's got a camera with him. And he's been working on film, so things are going to get interesting in the world of Will. So, shout out to Big Will. What is it? LMG_Willie, double L's, just so you know. And good evening. Thank you for tuning in to 305 Radio. My name is George of 305 Magazine. And today we have, man, a unique artist, bro. Like, tattoo artist. You're part of a magazine. It's Mr. Panda, David. I don't want to butcher your last name, bro. I'm sorry. Tankovitz. There you go. So what's good, man? Mr. Panda, how you doing today, sir?
Great, man. Good day today.
That's what's up. That's what's good.
I came straight here from the shop.
All right.
Yeah.
How long you been in the shop? It's your shop.
Yeah. So me and my partner, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. There's two of us. Got a few artists now. We've been there a year.
What's the name of the shop?
Inked Miami.
Inked Miami.
Yeah.
All right.
We've been there a year now. It's not open. It's not open. I don't think it'll ever feel open. Our whole vibe is very exclusive, very underground, you know. Very at home too. It's not a kind of place where there's a lot of traffic and walk-ins. It's very private, you know. Very
so
much
you
for
have to
our
book
client.
appointments with you?
Yeah. Right now, there's no signage on the outside. You can't find it. You know what I mean?
So you can't even tell it's a tattoo shop.
No, you can't. You can see a bunch of art on the outside. We have dope art on the outside.
But no one has any idea what it is.
No. Somehow people do walk in though. It's happened.
They have to because they see.
I don't know.
The
Yeah.
outside has what's his name? Lil
Oh, we have Lil
and-
Peep and X on the outside, like big,
Okay.
like portraits kind of.
Straight up, just put it out there. Exactly what this place is.
Yeah, you can't miss it. When you see it, you can't miss it. You're just like, what is going on here? And then you walk into a face. You know what I mean?
I mean, so if by any chance I happen to walk in and I had no idea it was a tattoo shop, and I'm like, yo, can I get tatted up?
You know what? Somebody. I mean, it depends. You know, if it's a small tattoo, I think somebody would be like, yeah, man, right now we could probably do it.
Uh-huh.
Usually not. Usually not. But I'll take care of, whoever walks in, just help them set up an appointment for a future date, you know?
That's what's up. All right, because I was going to say, man, what are you doing? Giving them the boot? No, sorry, guy. Get out.
And I'm actually trying to find another artist so we have someone available to do that. There's a lot of people that are very impulsive, even though, at the end of the day, it's not our crowd per se, you know what I mean? Most of the people that get tattooed with us have like well thought out ideas. They're like thinking, I've been planning a year to get this tattoo, looking for I've been saving 3 years for this micro tattoo, you know?
Shoot.
And
saving big part of it here because you can dream big.
Yeah.
Boy.
And you
that
know
tattoo's
what?
not gonna be cheap.
A lot of people do that. They'll hit me up just like, I just need to know how much I need to save. Like, I just need a quote so I know how much to save for this tattoo, which is cool. I like where this is going. Coming from like street shops in South Beach, and it's a very different vibe. Compared to people's like, yo, I got $50. What's up? Like, do something on me, scribble on me. I don't care. I need to, It's a very different vibe, which is cool. You get to do better art.
Would you say that South Beach is scribble on me crowd?
It's a mix, It's cool because even if you're a good artist or like have a strong reputation and a good clientele, South Beach is cool because like a lot of times if you're unorganized and you don't know how to book far ahead, it's kind of fun because you just kind of take what walks in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's definitely fun. There's a lot of scribble on me artists out there though. There's a lot of those.
So how long? Well, you're speaking from experience. How long were you in the beach?
I was on South Beach for like 4 years. Okay. And then before that, I couldn't tattoo anywhere legally, so I was in the flea market.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so.
The one that just got shut down.
The one that just got shut down.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Flea Market USA.
Man. Where are we going to get bootlegs now?
We're going to get bootlegs.
Like everything.
Where are we going to get $20 tattoos now?
I got $50. We're like, yeah.
Oh my niacin drug cleanser. I never took them. My friends did.
What?
cleanses.
The cleanses, the detox, the 25
I don't know what you speak of. I don't know what you speak of.
I don't know either. I never did.
Right, the nails,
So-
the nails.
the nails, there you go.
Oh
So,
my God.
nah, man, but yeah, everyone, man, that flea market, man, it brings back.
It's nostalgic. It's
Do you see
nostalgic.
how it's attached to everything?
Everything.
Everyone that comes through has a
Well, I think
story
everybody
about the
that's lived
flea.
in Miami has definitely been there at least once in their lifetime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
they
if
have
you
to
get-
have. They have to have.
If you want to go on a shopping spree and you don't have more than $50, that was your
It's the
place.
flea. It's
You're
what
like,
it's
yeah.
happening. You walking out with
You got
some.
your hair, your nails, your outfit, and a
yeah.
snack to go.
You and your sneakers came wrapped, like really dope wrapped.
Oh my God. Wow.
Where exactly are you from, David? Like, what's your background,
My
your
background,
nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm
Okay.
super Puerto Rican, actually.
Super Puerto Rican.
I think a lot of Puerto Ricans that grow up here don't really, I guess, maintain the culture. I was baptized in that culture, you know,
Okay.
with my grandmother's house. My grandmother's house is literally like a slice of Puerto Rico. It's insane.
That's what's up.
You go there and you're like, I'm in Miami, and no, you're in San Juan. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. So I grew up with that. I grew up in Wynwood,
Okay.
which was a Puerto Rican community.
It was.
You know, now it's a hipster community here.
It's some kind of community.
Now it's I don't know. I don't know the demographic there. What is it?
I have no idea. I think it's a mix of everything because it's such a tourist spot now.
Yeah.
It's become flooded with a lot of tourism,
Yeah.
which I'm not complaining about in any way, shape, or form. But it's the truth.
It's different. It's different.
How did you start tattooing?
You know what? Tattooing might be the one thing that I didn't necessarily choose. I'm not even saying it's a game.
Like it shows me.
I was a musician like my entire life. Music was my priority.
Hold on. You rap?
Do I rap? No, I don't. I write.
We're about to be like round 16, David.
Drop 16.
Wow, hit me
Yo,
with
we
the.
almost got him.
No, I don't rap. And I played music. I played in the church, wherever I could. It didn't matter to me. Wherever I can get my hands on instruments, and then but I also drew. God, piano, guitar, drums, like literally a lot of folkloric instruments. A lot of instruments from my country, like el cuatro. You know what I mean?
Okay.
A lot of.
What is it, cuatro?
It's like if I had to say, just imagine a guitar, but small
4 strings.
with 5 strings.
Isn't it 4?
It's supposed to. It's other countries have 4. We have a
So this is
cuatro.
a Puerto Rican
We're
thing.
Puerto Rican, so we would call the inch. It has 10 strings actually, and we would call it a cuatro. So I'm not sure.
Whoa.
It probably came from a derivative.
We gotta get to the
instrument,
bottom
you know?
of this. Let me make a side note over
We
here.
don't understand the cuatro portion of this story, but it's okay.
But yeah, no. And I always drew though.
Okay.
Always drew. Like I was in class, I was drawing or writing on walls. That got me in a lot of trouble.
You ever got into graffiti?
Yeah. And that's what got me in a little bit of trouble, actually. After that, I was like chilling on the graffiti on the walls, you know, just keeping it on pencil. But I remember the first time I walked into a tattoo shop was at the flea market. I was 12. My mom was getting tattooed, right? She went.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom.
Not to put her on blast. She was getting like a little tramp stamp or something. That was popping, you know what I mean? The
Okay.
tramp stamp.
She's on live right now.
Oh, yeah.
Be careful.
And,
Get in.
no, and she was getting tattooed, and I was sitting there drawing as usual, but it was crazy. I think, shops before were a little different. Our shop doesn't have a single piece of tattoo art.
You don't have
anywhere.
flash all
Like, we
over
don't
the
have
place?
any flash. It's so different, But when I walked into this for the first time, I saw flash all over the walls, and I was just like, what is this? I immediately started drawing. One of the artists came over, he's like, yo, you're going to be a great tattoo artist. And I was like, he explained to me, I'm like, people get paid to do this? This is amazing. And it lingered in my mind. And in school, people would just ask me, like, yo, draw on me. I'm like, what do you mean draw on you? Like, yeah, man, grab a Sharpie and draw on me. Because I would always just draw tattoo designs, and they were like, just draw on me. Finally, one of my friends, when I was 14, he's like, yo, I got a machine. Practice on me. And I'm like, what are you?
Nice.
For real, he did. And I started
Are we live?
I was 14. No, I mean, hey, it is what it is.
But you always have that story like someone's like, yo, my cousin just started tattooing.
Yeah,
I got you, son. I got you.
That was it. And that was me. I was that guy. But I was 14 though. I actually still to this day can't believe people let me do that. I'm like, at 16 I was in. Like, I was working in a shop all the time. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, you let me do this? But they didn't think I was 16 though. I looked a little older. But yeah, no, my friend, he started me off. He like got a machine, and he's like, listen, man, there's a bunch of kids lined up around the block. Like, they got $15, $20. Everyone is showing to like my grandmother's house. I'm in the front porch of my grandmother's house, tattooing the whole neighborhood.
Nice.
My cousins are lining up, my uncles and aunts. Like, everyone's getting tatted.
Nice.
And it just grew from that point on.
I mean, and how many shops? Like, did you do before you started jumping into shops? Did you do the apprenticeship where you had to tattoo on?
Yeah.
You had to tattoo on like pig skin or whatnot.
I tried to apprentice, and it never worked out. I never got to do a real apprenticeship. My first few attempts, I would walk into shops, like, I rejected. Like, no, we don't want. They're very protective about their craft. They don't want to just show anyone how to tattoo. And a lot of people, and because once you learn, it's like a little secret. It's like, this is my little gold mine. You know what I mean? They didn't want to share that with me, and they didn't know who I was. So I didn't have any rapport with anyone. After getting rejected so much, I ended up in the flea market, and this guy was like, listen, if can I curse? I don't know.
You can fucking curse all you fucking.
I was like, I don't know what kind of. He was like, you can be the shot bitch, and I'll let you look over my shoulder from time to time. You know what I mean? Like, literally, I got to look over his shoulder from time to time, and that was what it was.
And not too many people do that, like you said.
And for years, I was just, paying my dues, and every now and then I got to look over his shoulder. But I got tired of that and just, really had to experiment. A lot of experimenting, like always just quality control and investing in the best equipment, whatever way I could find myself getting better. And eventually, you get the hang of things. It's 10 years later now,
Not bad. And I've seen your page. You got some really dope work.
Thank you, man.
A lot of dope work, man. Yeah.
That
cool.
was my main concern, like sharpness,
Well, it's clean. The lines are solid. Nothing sketchy.
Yeah.
It's not like you were freaking out while you were tattooing or
That was
anything.
my big concern for years. Just like, I was like, I want to have the cleanest lines in the game. Like, I want my work to look stupid. Like, you see it on someone's skin and it looks printed,
How do you feel about about reality TV shows focused on tattoos?
Well, they're not focused on tattoos. That's how I feel about them. They're not focused, like, that doesn't exist. There's no reality TV show focused on. It's focused on the drama and, like,
Yeah. That was a very good answer.
It's fun to watch.
That was a very good answer.
It's entertaining. I would not like to be in that drama.
I mean, yeah, I'm not.
I would like it if they focused on the artwork and the tattoos. That would be cool.
Dope.
I think. Miami Ink, when it first came out, they were kind of focused on the art a little bit,
They were
50%.
Well, because it was story based. They were like, come in and tell me a story while I tattoo you.
Right.
Like,
And it was all about
while
the
they
client's story.
maintained that, it was dope, and then it became dramatic.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you slammed my door, son.
You stole my machine.
I'm tattooing. You said, do I freak out? I fidget.
God.
There's going my fucking clean lines, bitch.
Yeah.
Some shit like it just started kind of.
That's happened to me.
Yeah.
That's actually happened. I remember I was tattooing. I was tattooing in
PTSD
South
in this
Beach.
bitch.
Yeah. And I was a little tight space, man. We were tattooing elbow to elbow. I remember before we expanded the shop there, and I kept getting up. Right, I had to walk around. My buddy's tattooing this client, and I keep bumping him every time I move. Man, he was ready to fight in the shop.
Yo, how's it look? Bro, looks fresh, bro. It looks fresh.
If you bump me one more time, I was
Bro,
like, yo, man,
he's
it's
bumping me
tight
at the right times. It's the right times. Let's go deeper. Go deeper.
Oh my God.
That's horrible, though, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I know that. You have a lot of. Drea said you have a lot of things popping off. Let's talk about a few of those. Like, for instance, let's start off Inked magazine. Talk about that.
Inked Mag.
Inked
So
Mag.
we are the official first tattoo shop of Inked Magazine. So
Okay.
we have the right to use their logo, their name, and we're working on. Here's a little sneak peek. So we're
Exclusive.
our real goal is to bring the best artists from around the world. Ink Mag has a large platform with all these artists, and basically we're gonna start programming with them to bring all the best artists here to Miami. You know what I mean? Different people that don't work in Miami. We're bringing artists from Spain, Australia. Literally, we have our first 2 artists are from Spain,
From
right?
Spain.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're banging. You know what I mean? And the cool thing is the cultures are so different, so they bring such different styles with them. You know, things that people don't do in Miami.
That is really dope, though. That's like an art Basel of tattoos.
It's crazy, man. And we're gonna have a literally revolving door, like of the best guest artists from around the world. You know?
Are you gonna make it easy for someone that just hears about this artist coming down to book with them?
Yeah, super easy. As long as they're super quick. You know?
Right.
As long as they're super quick. Yeah, no, great. As long as you're ready, you know, and you book first. It's really easy.
Okay.
I'm setting it up actually.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little online schedule. You just
Just want to make sure whoever's listening is super interested. They don't want to. I don't want them to listen to this and be like, "Yo, these guys are full of shit."
You know, yeah.
I tried
For
that
somebody
shit.
who is interested, though, in booking, whether it's you or one of the artists that you bring on, how much anticipation do you suggest for them to start planning, saving, etc.?
Usually, I tell people, I mean, depending, about 2 weeks to a month. 2 weeks to a month. Big pieces, like full day pieces, I need usually at least 3 weeks to a month, just to make sure I have like one actual day. You know what I mean? Set aside.
What are some of your favorite pieces to do?
I think realistic pieces under 4 hours. You know, so medium-sized realistic pieces mixed with like line work. You know, I've done. I get requests a lot for really big pieces, but it's draining, man. It's draining, and a lot of times clients are very, you know, they said the saying like, you bit off more than you can chew, and they go for really big pieces, and then we don't finish them, and that's the worst. You know what I mean? And I've done that. I'm like, yeah, I can go 14 hours, but can you? You know?
Shit.
Yeah, no, that's the worst. So I like medium size, like 4 hour pieces, 3 hour pieces where there's just a lot of detail and just a moment in there for me to shine with some line work, you know?
That's
Do you
dope.
specialize in something specific, or you're open to doing anything? What's your style?
I'm open for everything. Like, I tattoo everything. What I promote on my page is the stuff that I like more. So, black and gray, realistic, line work. You know, I like doing color, but ever since my page feed looks so nice and black and gray, I never post color work. So if they ask me, I'll show them. I have like, you know, pictures in my portfolio, but I usually don't post them. You know?
Why, man?
Huh?
You should.
No, I should.
I mean, come on. This
Is
is.
that due to a certain influence in your life?
No, I think the funny thing is that
The
was
Queen of
mutual.
Black.
Oh my god.
But it was like that when we met. I was doing.
Yeah,
the,
it was similar.
I was doing the black.
Similar.
And, yeah. Similar.
Not the same.
You were a nice shade of gray, son.
David, what do you think sets you apart from all other tattoo artists? Because as we know, every industry is just constantly growing. There's a lot of competition, especially here in Miami. The scene keeps growing more, especially for the creatives. So what sets you apart, and what is your unique style?
I'll say the number one thing that sets me apart, and the shop, you know, as a unit, we all have a certain goal and vision, and that's quality. And I mean in every single aspect, from the moment you walk in, to the sofa you're sitting on, to the materials every single thing, you know, from the camera we take the picture, every single part is about quality. Every step of the tattoo, you know what I mean? We don't cut corners. We're not, if we think it's not gonna look good, we're not gonna just slap it on you, you know? Quality.
So you warn someone before the tattoo, before the stencil becomes permanent.
Yeah.
To say, listen, this kind of sucks.
No, I've said that. I've said worse, and she'll look at me, you know, she'll be like, "Babe, you can't say that to people." I'm like, you gotta be honest. I mean, sometimes.
How much worse could it be? Like,
I remember I told this girl, I'm like, that looks ratchet. Like, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like,
awesome.
yeah.
So have you refused to do a tattoo?
No.
No?
No.
That looks ratchet, but
No.
I want you to do it.
No, I'll be like,
I warned you.
because their mentality is different. Like, look, I'm gonna get this done somewhere, and I'm like, and you already booked this time slot, so we're here.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I won't post it. I won't show anyone. But they were gonna get it done.
I
anyway.
won't show anyone, but you're gonna show a lot of people.
Yeah. No, that's
But
their
he
problem.
has said like, no, like that's too much of a tramp stamp. I'm like, babe, like you can't say that. No.
Honesty is the best policy, though, right?
Hey,
Yeah, no, they want someone to be honest, and I'll tell them. And if they still want to go through, like, that's their right. You know what I mean? Like, you can get that.
so, straighten off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about more the customer at the tattoo shop.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen these videos.
Okay.
Some of them are totally fake, but it's funny as hell. Homie sits down, artist comes up. As soon as the artist touches him, oh my god! Oh my god! How often does shit like that happen?
Let me tell you, and I'm trying not to laugh, man. I have this one memory, bro. And I was in South Beach, and I remember this friend of mine. You know, she used to work right next to me, like stationed right next to me, and she was watching the whole thing, and she was just like, "What?" I'm wiping him. I have not pulled out a razor. I haven't started tattooing the design. I'm prepping his skin. I'm wiping him with alcohol. He's like, it burns. I was like, yo, my man, we have to have serious expectations for what is about to happen, because if I'm wiping you with alcohol and he's saying it burns, he literally went, it burns. I was like, what?
Welcome to pain.
He ended up passing out.
Oh my
Shut
god,
up.
stop.
As soon as I put the needle in, he ended up passing out.
But did you finish?
He got a dot, alright?
No. But did you finish the
Nah,
tattoo?
I did.
Like,
I did.
yo,
Eventually.
someone hold his head up.
No, I couldn't.
Don't wake him up.
He was shaking a little bit. He was shaking, so you would think, you know, they pass out. This is your time. You know what I mean? Like, nah, it's
Just
not.
do it.
It's not. It's not how it went.
Yo, he's out cold. Take his wallet. Yo, what do you mean? Tattoo? My bad. Wrong conversation.
That was hilarious. South Beach is another animal, man.
No, I can imagine, because just going to South Beach to just hang out and get a sandwich at Sandwicheria at
Wow.
2 in the morning or something. Bro, God knows what you're gonna see, or who dressed up as what.
2
Because
a.m., like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, bro.
I don't know
anytime.
what it
The
is.
thing is, whenever I go to the beach, I always end up hitting that spot around that time, like at night. And bro, every time I walk there, it's a show. It's a show. Always.
Yeah, it was crazy. As soon as like 2 weeks after I met Andrea, I was like, my lease was up, and I'm like, you know, we were together, and like we got married like in a month of meeting each other. I'm like,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yo, for a split second, I was like, Drea? What sorcery is this? You know what you're about to pop off here? We were just talking about novelas.
bro. And my first thought was, I gotta get out of South Beach.
Yeah, what are you
Gotta
doing?
get out. It was too
You kidding
crazy.
me?
It was too crazy. Too crazy. It's an animal, man. People that want to come and party, I guess they found the right place. You know what I mean? I see why they choose South Beach. It is another animal, man.
So, what do you have coming up now? That you have a few things popping off. You know, you spoke about the magazine a little bit. So, what's in the works here?
So the grand opening is in the works. We're still planning that.
But are you gonna tell anyone about it?
No, of course. This is the.
Can people actually go in? Or do I gotta like stand outside?
It's a grand opening. Listen, they ain't letting no one in. Just sitting outside.
Silent crowd of people. No, you know what? We've been planning it for months. But especially my partner, he's so picky. He's always just like, no, this like everything has to be perfect, you know. And no, I understand, you know. I want to have the artists in there like getting comfortable, really feeling out their environment, and at the end of the day, shaping the shop before we think it's completely ready. It's like, all right, do you feel it's ready? You feel like you can work, you know, provide the best quality, and that's what we want, you know. That's gonna be epic. You know, I know my partner's gonna do something huge with that. Huge, you know. He has a lot of pull. He's gonna fucking bring in artists, whatever he's gonna do. It's gonna be crazy.
Okay. So do you have a date, time frame? No.
We had a date. When was the date? January.
We're gonna open these doors.
January was the date. Then March, we're like, yeah, you know, March 10th, and then my old partner, he was like, yeah, you know, I'm opening a new shop. And I used to own a shop with him, and he's like, I'm opening a shop March 10th. I'm like, all right, we can't do it March 10th. We weren't even ready. We were like, nah, let's push it back either way. But that was out of the question. But the opening's gonna be crazy. Like, we're planning a huge opening. I mean, you just gotta watch. Like, just follow me.
Stand outside of this.
I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna go find
People
this shop.
tenting, just like
camp out.
We already know. We just gotta find
demanding the opening outside.
Lil Peep.
Little Pete, that's what I'm gonna look for. All right.
Post up outside in a tent.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling here.
What else do we have planned? I got one thing planned.
We have a baby on the way.
Yeah, I do have a
Talk
baby.
about that.
All right, congratulations.
By the way, we have Andrea Tankovitz, who is a previous guest from Girl Talk Radio and a friend of mine who's also here with us.
See, this is why I thought it was going to be a novela time, because he said Andrea. I was like, wait a minute. Does she know what's going on here? It's two Andreas in here.
And I want to know a little bit about you guys, because Andrea Tankovitz is a fashion designer with a very extensive background, and she is now local here in Miami. And I know that you guys have worked together before. I've seen you guys doing events and things like that. How did you guys meet? At an event?
At a music video.
Yeah.
Okay.
At a music video, literally.
Yeah. We were working.
She was working.
I was working, yeah. I was working.
She was working.
And it was super. He tells the story better, though. I like when he tells the story. Yeah.
She was working.
So good.
She was working. I was hanging out. I was also doing a little PR work, you know what I mean? Getting some new clients, getting some more high profile clients, you know. That's what we cater to, you know. Now this shop, that's what we do, you know. And nothing, we're there till 4 a.m. I don't know why music videos take so long.
Yeah.
At 4 a.m.
Yeah, it did take forever.
I started drinking. The director's assistant, she was pissed off because, like, you know, I was giving all the models drinks. She's like, yo, what the fuck is this guy doing, you know? And I was trying to calm down. I was like, all right, you know, whatever. And just had, like, one of those, how do you call it? Like, those moments, those little, like, you know, moments. I'm just there. I see this girl. I see her silhouette, actually. I see, like, the back of her hair, and I'm like, she has really nice hair. And then, I don't know why, I assumed in my head, like, I created this assumption in my head. I was like, that's the smartest girl in this room. That's literally what I told myself.
All of this due to hair.
I'm just saying.
This just tells me, ladies, your hair game needs to be on point. Because dudes out here looking at you like, that's her right there.
She's stupid.
She's stupid. You got dumb hair.
Wow. Dumbass hair.
Yo, what's it look like in there? Boy, them girls are stupid.
Yeah, man. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't done to her, like, naturally curly. You know what I mean? Like
how it is right now, just a little less messy.
Yeah. And then I kind of like peeked around and I was like, oh God, she's pretty. So I'm like, all right, cool, you know. And then I'm like, and then she looked tired and she had that like resting bitch face, like I'm ready to go home. She's like, I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here. I'm about to take her chanclas off and start walking. You know what I mean? How girls carry their heels in the club. I saw her like minutes away from doing that. I swear.
Almost happened.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this girl's night better. I'm gonna go over there and I'm just gonna make her laugh. And I'm a clown, bro. So I started clowning with her and just started making her laugh. And I don't know why. I pulled out my phone. I like snapped a selfie of us. I posted it right then and there. I was a little tipsy.
I was a little tipsy.
I was a little tipsy. And the crazy thing is that I've never posted a photo with me and another girl on my Instagram. Never.
Like, not with his ex.
My ex hated it. She was like, you don't post pictures. I'm like, this is my business. This is what I do. This is my art. And I just met this girl like 5 minutes ago. I'm like, you know what?
Selfie!
Hold on. That just happened within 5 minutes. You never post pictures. I started getting a bunch of calls.
She probably saw that and hated it. She's like, this motherfucker. You just met her. You don't even know her last name. I'm like, no, I do. It's the first thing she told me.
And now he wears it on his head.
But yeah, no, that's where it all started.
That's
Right
pretty
there.
dope, man.
Yeah, it was funny.
We got married a month later.
A month later.
You know, I don't know. Maybe too soon. Rushing into things.
It was crazy.
What's meant to be will be.
I mean,
you know?
that's true,
There
man.
is
Like
no
this,
timing.
when fools rush in,
We're
right?
still finding out shit about each other. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Been together almost 2 years, and you're like, you barely know someone. So it's every day is just.
I got
different.
married within 10 minutes of meeting each other.
Oh
What are you talking about? Hey, what's your name? Want to get married? Let's do it.
I feel like I might as well have said that, and she would have been like, yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Let's go. The courthouse is right there, bro. It's still open.
When you have that conviction, you just like, for no reason, there's just like some internal instinct. You're like, well, this is it. This is where I will plant my seed. You know?
And he did.
He totally did. Do we know if it's a boy or a girl yet?
Not yet.
No.
We're
So-
planning the gender reveal.
What kind of gender reveal does a tattoo artist get? And a fashion designer. What is going on here?
That's
Why do you think it's taking so long?
So you can come out.
I signed out. I was like, you know what, whatever you want it to be,
No,
that's what it is.
I said I'll take the gender reveal,
And I'll
and
do the
you
baby.
take the baby shower.
Yeah.
I want to plan the
What?
gender reveal. You plan the baby shower. Because I want it to be very Tankovitz.
Okay.
Like very specific. So and the baby shower, I guess I don't know.
It'll be a party. It's gonna be fun.
There you go. Plan
It's
a
gonna
party.
be fun.
Plan a
Gonna be
party.
giving everybody drinks that night
Oh
too?
yes.
Guys, I'm inviting a bunch of girls if you want to take selfies within 10 minutes.
Oh my god, it's gonna be expensive. But yeah, a lot of drinks.
That's going to be
Big
good.
family, yeah, big. We're doing the list. Like I was going through my family. I'm like, all right, at 30, we were like, all right, well that's just our family. My side, I had like 30 people, and I'm like, that's like the immediate people. You know what I mean? I'm like, we can't. It was crazy. Like the list was like 80 people, and we were like still adding people. I'm like, damn, this is crazy.
Yeah, but see, that's those events, those types of events take so long to plan, and they're so large, and then they go by so fast. They go by so fast once it happens.
Scrolling through pictures.
Man, I've cooked at so many of those events.
Oh what?
Lord, yeah, put me down, bro. We can talk. But
God.
no, I used to do the private catering things, and man, events. So, let's talk about more events. What else is coming up?
I got one thing that's been driving me nuts, and I'm trying to find the right way to do it.
Is it
No.
exclusive or not?
It's exclusive.
It's like, listen, if it's not exclusive, I don't need to hear about this.
It's old news. No, everything we do is exclusive. First of all, it's all exclusive. So one thing about me that I found out very quickly was that I tattoo really fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it actually helps my lines, my pace. I tattoo really fast. And then the idea kept like dawning on me. I was like, yo, like, how fast can I tattoo? Really fast. How long can I tattoo? Really long. I've tattooed till 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Slept 3 hours, got up at 11, did it again. You know what I mean? Like, I have crazy stamina. So I'm like, I can tattoo for a long amount of time, and I can tattoo really fast. What can I do with this? I can do the most tattoos in one day that anyone's done. So that is happening this year. It has to happen this year.
World record?
Is there a world record for it already?
It's a world, yeah. The world record was originally 400. When I heard that, I was like, that's cake. I was like, 400. I'll be
but
done
what
the
size?
first 3 hours.
But what size?
They gotta be like, what is it? 3 inches by 1.5 inches.
I forgot.
Something like that, like 3 inches by 1.5 inches. It has to have 2 colors, I think.
$2 minimum.
Okay.
That's nothing though. So I was like, 400. I will murder that. Like the first 3 hours I'll be done, then I can celebrate. You know what I mean? But apparently like 3 people since then have broken it. So right now it's at 800, which is fine. My original plan was to do 1,000, so it hasn't changed. So I want to do 1,000 in a day.
Now you heard it here first.
This year.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I said this year because I'm like, if we have a baby, I don't know how much tired, like how much more tired I'll get every year that goes by. You know what I mean? I'm like, I have this energy right now. I'm 25. I'm like, I think this is the age to do that record, get it over with. It's 24 hours.
You should do it now, man. But you just boasted and bragged about your stamina and all this nonsense, bro. You gotta come out, show force.
No, I could do
Let's
it.
do this.
24 hours, man, of straight knocking out tattoos.
Yo, your head's gonna
Take
be
us
buzzing.
through a typical day in the life of Tattoo Panda.
Now? Now it's...
Before and after Tankovitz.
Oh, that was very different.
Yeah.
Very different. Before I wouldn't wake up until like noon, 1 p.m.
2.
It didn't matter. Yeah, I was late. I'd show up to work around 6 and tattoo until like 2 or 3 in the morning. It's South Beach. Walk across the street to Rockwell.
Mm-hmm.
Get home at 6 in the morning. Do it over for the most part. You know what I mean? It was kind of easy. It's just like you're just banging in like walk-ins all day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fun. Pretty chill. Now,
Still fun.
it's in a way more. I feel it's more peaceful. I'm starting to get organized. One thing I've never been. So I'm starting to get organized. I'm starting to like really organize my days. Like I'm up at 8:30, 9 in the morning. I'm like, okay. Usually I start drawing first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Start drawing. She's getting ready, like cooking breakfast. I'm drawing. We're at the shop at 11, and I tattoo pretty much all day.
Yeah.
Usually till like
Non-stop.
yeah, nonstop, like back to back. I try to get as many people as like I can.
Mm.
And these are just bookings?
Yeah.
This is without being open.
Yeah. Which is nuts. I don't know what's gonna happen.
This is being the hidden gem.
Hidden, just super low key. This is like word of mouth and Instagram, you know.
Can't go wrong with that though. You really can't, because a lot of these I don't want to say shops. I want to say these small local industries, like small little businesses, start off like that, very exclusive, and then they finally make themselves public, and good luck. You know what I mean? Everything just takes off from there.
How do you guys balance it out? Because I know Andre's super busy with her career. I know you're obviously in the works with a lot of different projects, and you know you guys are establishing so many things. Now you have a family that you guys are creating. So how do you guys balance that out?
In the beginning, it was really fun. I mean, it still is.
It was fun, but it was different. It was
No,
sex.
it changed, because like I was still doing my thing.
And I was independent. I wasn't with any company.
Yeah.
I was literally in a private studio, like just us. You know, where she had like her clothes on the second floor. I had my little station in the bottom. So I didn't have any hours, didn't have a shop.
So whenever I had a gig, he would come help me. If I like had to go to LA, wherever, he would come with me and help me.
Yep.
And whenever like I didn't have my stuff, I would go to the shop with him and help him. So it was like, it's super fun.
We're like back and forth.
That's
all
good.
the
You guys
time.
give each other good. You know, you guys have great chemistry. Wherever.
And it's crazy because it's like we're one person, but at the same time, we can tell each other what the other one doesn't see because we're right there. You know what I mean? So we help each other a lot. Now that I'm pregnant, it's been hard. So I decided to pause everything up until the last 2 months. I'm like, no, I have to stop. Because I'm very perfectionist, and when you're pregnant, I didn't know this, but you get super clumsy and forgetful, super forgetful. So I would like go to a gig or something, I'm like, shit, fuck, that. Like, okay, I'm gonna pause and then take everything back, because that was not.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely see that.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So now I'm just like helping him.
Yeah, right now it's just straight like tunnel vision. Like every day I'm in there at 11. I'm tattooing all. I mean, it's about 7 days a week now. We don't really take days off, and like we don't really care. Like we're artists, bro. Like what are we gonna do?
That's the good thing. That's the good thing. We both are the same when it comes to art.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not normal or conventional at all. So we don't care to rest. We don't care to
Party,
take days off. Nothing. Like
nothing.
you know, we're very focused right now, like on his stuff, and whenever it's my turn, it's my things, you know. But like we love it. Like that's what makes us happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
So.
And you guys have also collaborated together because I've seen that she's designed some pieces as well for you.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the shirt bag.
Oh yeah.
Merch for the shop.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
It's sick. She has a whole
And they're so different because like that's very high fashion, but also
kind of like
Street,
tattoo, yeah.
yeah.
This is just like a, you know, literally the first
Yeah.
sample of this.
Yeah.
She has a crazy collection coming out that'll appeal more to like tattoo, like culture and like streetwear. Very different than when we first met, you know.
Yeah.
So it's definitely had an influence on her.
That's dope. That's really good. I want to go back a little bit, and we were talking about the stories for tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the dopest stories that you've heard while tattooing?
Man, that one got me. There's a lot. God, there's people say some crazy things, man. Like I've tattooed people that have like survived like shark attacks, and they're getting their scar. Like, man, what do you know one?
What do you think is like the most memorable for you, or the one that impacted you the most?
You ever heard a story and you've been like, yo, I'm never doing this shit again? Like you get home, you get hook up, get with your friends and be like, listen, we're done. We're not doing this dumb shit anymore.
Man,
I
This
don't
guy
know
was
about
tattooing.
stories, but you definitely have stories to tell that have happened to you while tattooing people. Definitely have a lot of
I feel
them.
like some of them are watching right now.
Listen, man,
You
if you're
don't have to say
watching,
names.
if you're watching, you did it to yourself.
Man, you like.
Just tell me what are the most impressive stories you've heard while tattooing.
You know what? There's a few people that have like, I think just resonates with me, right? It might not sound like so impressive, and I can't remember right now too because you put me on the spot. But
Come on.
I do remember tattooing this kid, and I was like, you know, what does his tattoo even mean? And he told me, he's like, well, I had like really bad anxiety, like it was debilitating, and like I don't even remember. He got like a log, and he's like, just keep on rolling. I don't even know. Like, why am I? I can't even. I don't know.
This is what happens when you put people on the spot.
Yeah, I know. See, I don't know.
You see, that's I always wonder that because I had a cousin that owned a tattoo shop, and he was, you know, you sit in a tattoo shop long enough, you're gonna hear some crazy shit. Not that it's happened to you or gonna happen to you, but you're just like, you did what, where, when, and how.
Yeah, you do hear some crazy.
And that's I've always been interested in that because I know artists have just a Rolodex of stories that happen. Granted,
Crazy.
putting you on the spot doesn't help you much.
Yeah, there's so many. You have to understand right now, like, here's one problem I'm running into, right? And it's a bad problem, right? Because I consider myself like a people's person. Like, you know, I know you, hey, what's up? I'm running out of space in my head to remember people's faces. I've tattooed over 7,000 people. I'm probably close to 8,000 now. Lost count. But a lot of people. At one point, my phone, I had to get rid of it. Now I'm down to like 3,500 contacts. I had like 10,000. Like, I know it sounds crazy. I don't even know how you accumulate that many contacts. Nearly 10,000 contacts, and it was crazy. I've tattooed so many people, and now I feel I don't want to offend them, but like I'll see them like, what did I tattoo on you? That I'll remember. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So
What mark did I leave on you?
you know. Oh my god. So you have to remind me the question.
Oh my god.
I was like, bro, I started thinking about how many tattoos I've done, and I literally
You got lost in the ocean of tattoos.
flooded.
It was the stories. People.
Stories. People.
Anything that sticks out like a sore thumb.
No, that's the problem. It's too many.
It's too many faces.
It's too many people. I have crazy stories. I've been through so much in the tattoo industry that it's insane.
What's the most left field?
It's a tattoo industry, bro.
Man.
What do you mean?
I mean, come on.
It's like every day there's something new.
Bro, what? Jesus Christ. I mean, I used to pierce too. I still pierce.
Okay.
Not as much. But I used to pierce a lot on South Beach, and oh my God,
Crazy
man.
piercing areas, huh?
Spring break 2016 was the worst week of my life. It was the worst week of my life.
Why?
It was the best because it was crazy. It was fun. As a young person at that time, it was the most money I've ever made. You know, I've never seen. You know, I think I hit like $7,000 that week, which for me was like, what the holy shit, you can do this in piercing. So it was a great week and a horrible week. You know what I mean? I did so many regrettable tattoos.
Regrettable tattoos.
Yeah.
I did so many scribbles.
And no disclaimers at that time. 'Cause it was just like, oh,
No. I did great tattoos. Just some of the content was crazy. Just crazy tattoos. Like I know every single person I tattooed that week is gonna regret their tattoos. You know what I mean? It was spring break. Spring break in South Beach is freaking crazy, man. So I'm gonna tell you one. This guy, he comes in. He's like, "Listen, I know this isn't the right word." He just said this word. I'm like, "That's not a thing." And he's like, "Let me show you." He's like, "Yo, I want my guiche pierced." I'm like, "A guiche? Sounds like a pastry. What is that? A guiche?" We go, he had like so much confidence, like he's like owned the shop. He just walks to the back. He's like, "Let me show you. Come on." Takes his pants off, jumps on the tattoo bed, spreads his legs, lifts his nutsack, and he's like, "This thing right here."
You see it? Get closer.
That's called the gooch.
The gooch.
It's called the gooch.
But he said my yeesh. I want my
Where's
yeesh.
he from?
Yeah, he was American. I think that makes it worse. If he was Italian, that would be funnier. I want my yeesh. And he.
Yo, I know it's called
So
the gooch.
did you do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh wow.
It was I didn't know how, I had to Google it. I was like, "Can you pierce the gooch?" You know, yeesh. And you can, and I did it. And it was traumatic, actually. It was a little traumatic.
Why?
Because, dude, this is some guy's balls, man. The back of his balls, and I just... I was so mad that day, too. That day was a bad day.
Come home. I had a bad day. How did I pierce some guy's balls? His geesh.
Just imagine, you ever seen a movie or something that makes you like, "Oh, that hurt," or you see another guy get hit in the balls and like, "Oh, that."
Yeah.
You feel it for them. You have that empathy. I pierced this guy, and it
hurt you, bro.
It hurt me. It hurt me. I'm like, "Yo, what kind of pleasure do you get out of this?"
What more questions than anything?
Left me with more questions than answers. That same day I tattooed this guy's dick. It was horrible. Horrible day.
Right.
Yeah. And, no, it's...
I think we're gonna have to do another show.
No, man.
With the horrors of tattooing.
Horrors. Man, I've seen horrors, dude.
David, if anybody wants to learn more about your art, your style, the shop, and stay tuned to the grand opening and the events and everything that you have coming up, where can they find you?
Or if they want to just show up after they find out what the DMX mural is.
Yeah, my DMX, the XXX Tentacion. No, you know what?
I'm trying to throw him off here, bro. Come on.
And let me tell you, it's about to get harder to find. It's gonna get harder to find.
Tell us why. So we can tell everyone why.
Exclusive.
We have like a crazy idea right now going on.
No,
we can't tell them. But it's about to get harder to find.
You can only find it at night. It's sprayed with with glow in the dark ink.
But
there's an arrow.
You can find me. On Instagram, most people follow me on there and they keep up with the tats at Tatu Panda, TATU_Panda, And the shop Instagram, Inked Miami, the way it sounds.
Why
Inked
Panda?
Miami. Panda. That's like a whole nother story.
Give me the footnotes.
That's like a whole nother
Footnotes.
I'm just very Panda. You know what? Here's the worst thing.
You eat
Have you
grass.
ever seen me drunk? I turn into a literal panda.
There you go.
He rolls on the floor.
But this is deep. This is
He
deep.
just like gets out and then just starts rolling.
Like a log.
Every-
Keep rolling.
Everyone has their animal. And
Is that your spirit animal?
I guess that what it is. I think it is.
Become a panda.
The whole duality of it, the black and the white, it's like cuddly, but it's like a animal that can kill you.
It rolls on the floor. You roll on the floor.
If you watch Panda videos and then you hang out with me,
You're like, for sure he's a panda.
I've seen Kung Fu Panda.
yeah, I'm like Kung Fu Panda.
I'm like Kung Fu Panda.
I know I am. I think I am like Kung. Like
I
I can
have to
scrap
ask you this,
and I can
because I
eat.
know what Andre is, but what sign are you?
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay. I don't know shit about zodiac.
I don't know shit either. I know that. You know, I know what month I was born in. That's,
This one and her friends are like,
I'm big on astrology.
oh my god, what sign are you? I don't know, bro.
Don't we balance each other out?
Honestly, you guys have such a great chemistry, even just on social media. So from the moment that I saw Andre, and obviously I know Andre from before, so knowing her backstory and a lot of the different things that we've shared together, I was super happy to see you guys together because I thought you guys vibed. But now that I see you guys in person, that chemistry is exactly what it is, be it online or offline. So I'm really happy to see you guys, and I definitely wish you guys all of the best and love in life and all of the success that both of you deserve for your hard work. Is there any advice that you guys can give to our audience, be it personal or professional?
For up and coming tattoo artists and up and coming fashionistas.
man.
Fashion designers.
Design.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, excuse me, pardon me.
I feel like my advice is gonna be contradictory.
Why?
Fuck what anyone says,
Why?
but also be humble and like, you know.
Listen.
Well, there's
Listen.
a difference between confidence and arrogance. So.
Yeah, you know, so, like, you know, just fuck what's trending, fuck what's going on, go with your gut, you know what I mean? Like, really go with your gut and what makes you happy and do that a lot. If you just do what you like a lot, you'll be good at it, you know what I mean? But a lot.
And from the fashion sense?
For me, I say also like fuck what people think. That's the number one. I don't know. So he's more humble. I'm more prideful, I guess. So like I don't like listening to people. Like I make my own mistakes or whatever. That's one. And the other one is create what doesn't exist, but you would want to have.
Great.
That's what I do. And it's the best that I've done.
That is what's up. And you guys, any advice for those that relationship advice? Because you guys are really dope.
So cute.
You guys are so awesome.
Relationship advice.
I have the perfect this one came from him.
Okay.
But he really he taught me this. It's something I didn't know was a thing. And he said how now marriage because we're married, but love is a decision. It's not an emotion. And I used to be like, what do you mean? You know, like, no, you feel it. That's love, you feel it. He's like, no. Love is a decision because despite of the emotions that you're feeling that day, you decide to stick through anything that day and any other day that comes. So that's what he taught me.
Ay, qué lindo, man. Qué lindos. Qué lindos.
So once again, let everybody know where they can find you on social media, and Andre, you too.
Instagram at TATU_panda.
And Tankovitz, Tankovitz.
And of course, if you guys missed any of the information for David Tankovitz, Tatu, Panda, or Andrea Tankovitz, feel free to hit us up on the gram. You can find us at 305 Radio, and you can find us. Let them know where they can find us.
I completely forgot I was on the mic here. All right, so I'm George, 305 Magazine. Thank you very much for coming out here. And man, having both of you at the show was really dope. Learned a lot about tattoos and hiding from everyone. Successful business, don't promote it. Just wait till later. Maybe someone will want to watch it. I don't know, but we had a great time. Just have a camera out. Listen, it works out that way, right? And no, thank you very much for coming out. We had a good time. Stay tuned. 305 Radio, 305 Magazine, Dre Mav, and DBD for Life. Shout out to DBD.
Life, which reminds me, we got Take Flight Mondays at G5 tonight. We also have the 420 Hemp Carnival coming up. We have sponsorship and vendor spots available if you guys are interested in that. It's a 2-day festival. You guys can find all of that information for the festival, for Take Flight Mondays at G5, for Fast Money Fridays at PTs, and all of the other events coming up at DBD_Inc. Till next time, this is your girl Dre Mob, and you can catch me on the gram at 305_Brownie. Thank you so much for tuning in to 305 Radio, a part of 305 Magazine right here on MiamiUndergroundRadio.com.
Peace.